Good afternoon, YouTube. Nice of you to be joining us and say welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know, I'm Matthew. This is Matthew Walker Gaming. So I haven't done a Hearthstone video. The last Hearthstone video I did was the pack opening, and so I said I'd do some more videos showing my favourite decks. So today we're going to feature my Murloc deck. This is a Murloc Paladin deck. We're playing in Wild. Wild, for those that don't, for my Magic player viewers, Wild is the format which has most of the cards illegal since the start of the game, with a couple of exceptions. Right, as I say, we're going to go into the deck list. We're going to show you what I've got, what's in it, and a little bit about why I chose to play these cards. For those that don't know, so I started playing Hearthstone at Saviors of All Doom. So what's that now? 5 years? I think it's like 5 years, somewhere around that, like 2019, 2020-ish. I'm not sure. Anyways, to say, I basically was playing this deck in Standard at the time I was playing. This is what effectively what's going to be called Tip the Scales Paladin. You'll see what in a minute after the iconic card. It's just Tip the Scales. So then once the deck rotated out of the Standard format, it moved into Wild, and I basically have been playing this list. And before we go into it, this isn't going to be the best deck. It's going to be the best version of this deck. Well, as I say, you can play a Murloc deck, but you can play a Shaman instead of Paladin, which is also a consideration. Anyway, we're going to go into the deck, we'll show you some, and then we're going to show you some games, and we'll see how we do. I mean, you say the season's just restarted, so it's not going to be a very high rank, but we're going to show you. Okay, we start off with most of it. As you say, a Hearthstone deck, basically you're limited to 2 cards of each copy of each card, other than the legendaries for unlike the Magic players. So these are essentially Merfolk for Hearthstone, basically. So okay, so we start off. I mean, most of the cards in the deck are going to be golden. I've nearly golden out the entire deck. I just need a bit. Whenever I get some more spare crafting resources, I just do that. All right. So we start off with the 1-drop. We've got Murloc Tidecaller. It's just a good 1-drop. It's a 1/2 for 1, but when you summon a Murloc, it gets +1 attack. So that's pretty good. Then we've got Murmy. So he's also an undead Murloc. He's the little mummy thing. He is reborn, which means he comes back to life the first time he dies, basically. Right. Then you've got some of the legendaries. So you've got Finley. So this is basically, it's a 1/3 for 1. He discovers a new basic hero power. So it's basically, you just get a choice of all the ones that you don't, get a choice of the ones. They're just the bog standard ones. Okay, and then you've got Varfin Inquisitor. It's another 1/3. This seems to be like a weird stat line from these, but it has Battle Cry. Your hero power becomes summon a 1/1 Murloc instead. Then basically one of the best things in the deck. So you're looking at Charger for those that are Magic is haste equivalent, but it means it can attack the turn it comes into play. Charge means it can attack. The thing was there's another one which means you can only attack a minion. So these are 2 1/2s, 2 bluegills. They're common cards. And then you've got the Crowd Rider, which has Rush, which is the one when it can only attack a minion the turn it comes out. It's a 1/4. But it has Wind Fury, which means it can attack twice, basically. So, but like you're looking at various ways to buff it up, which means you can get more value out of it. Then you've got the Hydrologist. It's a bit of a random one. It's a 2/2 for 2. It has Battle Cry, Discover, and Cast a Secret, which in it was way to play the thing. Secrets are basically like face down cards in Magic. Basically, they trigger when circum things happen. They're normally played in. They're played Paladin, Hunter, and Mage are the classes that have most secrets in the game. Then you've got Lushwater Scout. Then now before this came out, the deck wasn't as good. I don't think this is one of the best things in the deck. It's basically a 2-drop 1/3, which is apparently an average stat line. It's after you summon a Murloc, give it +1 attack and rush, which it has great synergies with stuff like Murmy, because basically you attack with the Murmy, it dies, it comes back, and you get another it comes in again and gets bigger, and they can attack again. Alright, the Lushwater Scouts are really good anyway. They're probably one of the best things in the deck. We're going to try and show you those. Then we've got another legend. We've got Murgle. I opened this in Golden. I didn't craft it in Golden. I mean, I was happy. I like Paladin. It's my favourite class in the game. We'll show you some other Paladin decks later. This just happens to be my favourite Paladin deck. It's not the best Paladin deck. It's Murgle. It is a 2/1 with Divine Shield. It basically means you ignore the first instance of damage to it, basically. And it has Death Rattle. You shuffle the Prime into your deck, which I believe is an 8/8, and it makes X Murlocs when it comes in, I think. Oh, sure. And then this is Cold Light Seer, so it's a way to give your other Murlocs +2 health when it comes in on a battle cry. Then you've got the other one, which is Murloc Wall Leader. It's your other Murlocs have +2 attack. You have the Underlight Rod, which is it's the only weapon in the deck. It's basically a 3 mana 3/2. It's after your hero attacks at a random Murloc to your hand. I do also have a Merfolk deck in Magic, coincidentally, as well. It's a commander deck. Right, so we've got Gentle Megasaur. It's one of the only non-Murloc creatures. It's the only non-Murloc creature, bar one, in the deck. It's got Gentle Megasaur. It's a 5/4. So you adapt your Murlocs. You generally get like things that give it buffs either to power or health, or the best one is generally give them Wind Fury when the thing. Then you've got Hybis Allura. So this one is a 4 mana 3/6. It has spell burst, cost a spell from your deck, targets this if possible. Don't worry about that. The bit targets this if possible. So basically, I'll show you the 2 spells now. So you play the aim of is you can play it like an aggro Murloc deck, or you can basically play it more like a combo deck. So the aim is to get Prismatic Lens into Tip the Scales, which means you can cost Tip the Scales for a reduced cost. So how Prismatic Lens? For Prismatic Lens, it looks really nice in golden as well with the lens floating out. Anyway, we should say we don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So Prismatic Lens. It's a 4 casting cost spell. You draw a minion and spell from your deck, swap their cost. So basically your aim is to you'll probably draw a 1 to 2 casting cost Murloc and one of the spells, so the other spell in the deck being Tip the Scales. That is an 8 casting cost thing which summons 7 Murlocs from your deck. Ideally you will hit most of the charge portion of the deck, and that will generally kill the opponent in normally the turn. If it doesn't kill it the first turn, they'll kill them but the second turn if they don't have mass board wipe. Anyway, the aim is to get to that as quickly as possible. Anyway, with the other one we've got is the one of the iconic Murlocs in the game. We've got Old Murkai, and he's one of the best things to hit off Tip the Scales. It's a 2/4 with charge. It has +1 attack for each other Murloc on the battlefield. I believe that counts your opponents as well if you're playing in the Murloc Mirror. Right, we're going to go into some gameplay. Hopefully it will, I'm using Streamlabs desktop to record this. Hopefully it won't crash, because Hearthstone is prone to crashing, unfortunately. We're going to go into some ranked. Right, it's not going to be very high ranked today. We're only at bronze because the season's just restarted anyway. We're going to show you like 3 games or so. Right. I will keep doing the Hearthstone videos. I also do pack opening videos, which I do when the new set comes out. There's not long till the mini set. I've done videos on Battlegrounds, and I'll do some other videos showing more of my favourite decks. Just happens to be this is my most favourite deck. I'm using Firestone Deck Tracker. Unfortunately, I can't work out how to show it on the overlay. I apologise. I'll try and see if I can sort it out at the moment. Right, so the aim is to get... So we've got Tip the Scales in our opening hand. We never want this. So we've got Lens in our hand. The only card we're going to keep is Lens. So these can all go back. Right, so we're going to basically... We don't even necessarily want to play out the early Murlocs, but it depends, because the board has the maximum capacity in Hearthstone, unlike Magic. There are similar games that have max board capacity. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the first one to have max board capacity, actually. Alright, so we're playing against a mage, so this could be anything at the moment.
Hello, what's this?
I'm also playing the Finley skin as well, and you can see every card in my hand is golden bar the Underlight Angling Rod. I might craft it in golden in a minute, just to see. We can do something if we want. So we're probably going to cast the Lens on turn 3. I will play the Mermaid, and they'll probably think, stupid player playing Murlocs. I think it's better than they'll give it credit for. I don't think it's an amazing deck though. Yeah, as you see, they directed their hero power towards it, but it comes back. Right, we're going to attack for 1. As you see, they've got 40 health, which... Oh, did I know? Oh, I caught that up, didn't I? I played badly. I'm trying to think. I wanted to cast the Lens. I assumed it was 1 turn later. We're going to cast the Angling Rod anyway. The Angling Rod isn't bad. Yeah, I made a mistake on it. I'm also not feeling 100%. That's my excuse. Right, so we're not going to cast it on turn thing. I feel we should do it later now. Oh, that was a mistake. This is probably Hero Power Mage, by the look of it. Right, that's the bluegill. So we were like, but if we play it now, it's not going to hit for much. I'll play this instead and then just hit with a rod. Should I cast this thing? Yeah, go on, I'll cast it. We're going to cast the prismatic lens next turn, and hopefully we'll hit Tip the Scales. If we resolve Tip the Scales and then we hit Gentle Megasaur, we're looking good. I made a mistake. I should have done it. I should have had lens cast. They're going to start getting some gold. Yeah, this is the last turn of the weapon. Yeah, they took down the right one. Right, they can do something, but like, I'm not that worried at the moment. They don't have a counter, so now we're 50% likely to hit this. So we do cast Tip the Scales. We've got a Hydrologist. Unfortunately, we didn't hit it that turn, but we've got Lens next turn. The only bad thing is if I draw the second Tip the Scales off the top. The odds are not likely, but it may happen. They're getting rid of that, which means they probably have a second one, but like we have to go for it, right? They're probably going to shoot the thing now.
To dethrone our former master.
Hero power, I would think. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I don't want that thing on the board anyway. Right, let's go. Right. Yeah. As I said, that's probably the worst thing we can do. Right. So now we're looking like we're not doing much, unfortunately. Anyway, we have these games, unfortunately, which are a bit clunky. We don't draw what we need. I can't really do much, to be honest. I can just hit them, which is the thing, and there's no point doing anything. All right, I'll just pass. I could hit them, but like it's no point. That's probably the worst hit. Let's see if we can get to hold cast the spell. Well, that's the aim now, to try and get to the 8. What are people's favourite classes in Hearthstone? Let me know in the comments section. I say I don't just do content for Hearthstone, I do content for Magic as well. I'm a big Magic player. First and foremost, I'm a Magic player. Anyway, so I also do... Well, you see, we've got the Lushwater Scout now, which is really good. But I think I want to save it for a turn where I can play things. So I'm going to play the Hydrologist and see what we can get. What do you want? When your minions attack, the opponents lose 3 minions. I don't feel that does anything. When a friendly minion dies, return to turn. When your minions attacked, it gets Divine Shield. It's not going to make a huge... let's play the Gateway thing. I'll use the Hero Paladin just in case. I don't think it's going to do anything. Right, yeah, so I do various MTG content. I do various gameplay videos for Arena. I do various videos showcasing my in-paper commander decks. And I do pack openings as well. Yeah, this is called Hero Power Mage, basically, this deck. You have to be wary, they've got the... Yeah, this is what, let's say, one of the board wipes they use. But I'll get the bluegill back. Right, let's say I can play a few Murlocs. Discover new hero power. One Mongol with charge, that's fine for me. I'll summon the Ghoul with charge, take out Renathal. I'll attack. I will play it. And see what happens, see if they survive. Yeah, more Murlocs are prone to getting board wiped, unfortunately. So I'm going to be able to cast Tip the Scales next turn. Yeah, that's fair. That's what another one of their board wipes basically. I can win this turn potentially. Depends what I hit. Right, let's try again. Summon Murlocs from deck. Looking at getting the ones with charge. Yeah, I apologise if I use magic terms intermittently. I've played nearly most of the TCGs just today. Okay, so we're looking at that 16 damage. The problem is if he wipes the board again, we don't have a huge amount because according to the track, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 7. I have 7 Murlocs left in the deck. If he can only partially clear, we play Gentle Megasaur. I don't believe they play secrets as well, so if they don't play any... Yeah, they've got a freeze effect. So they're digging basically they gain health, gain armor equal to the frozen minion. And it's got miniaturize as well, which means they'll get another copy. So they're going to freeze this again. I can't get rid of the minion, unfortunately. I want to be able to attack, so I can get rid, even if I'm not attacking them, so I can get one of the things off and be able to play this. Probably not winning this one now. Anyway, it's sort of like an edit thing. If I hadn't drawn the tip of scales, it would have looked a lot better. I obviously made a mistake, so now they're going to cast Potion of Illusion. I think they're just going to keep copying. They're just going to keep copying the thing. So they're going to freeze Murloc again. They should probably kill him as well at the end. Right, so they're now on like something like 40 something, but we may still be able to win. I think we might have a turn if they don't clear the entire board. Leaving my the Lush Water Scout and the Punk guy open is fine. Yeah, I mean like they're going to stupid. They're going into like 50s now. I think we might have a turn. Yeah, it's shooting the 4-3. I have 7 Murlocs left in deck. There's a chance Gentle Megasaur into a Wind Fury thing might win me the game. I'll have to go for it next turn. Yeah, they get to the point where they gain so much armor, I don't think you can get through. I mean 60. I'll see what I get next turn, but I don't think I've got more than a turn. Yeah, so according to my deck, I've got the Prime Mode. I've got a War Leader. I don't think it does anything. I'm basically going to adapt the Murlocs and see what it does. I've got Wind Fury, so that's what I want. Right, let's see if this is a buff effect. No, it's not. I can clear their board, but I don't think it's going to matter. I just can't win. It's pointless. I might as well give up. What's the quick one?
Very well.
Yeah, I can't get out there. They're on like 60 something. I can hit a fair chunk, but it's not 60 something. And then if they wipe my board again, I'm not doing anything. All right, I made a mistake in that one. Right, let's go to another game. Yeah, I made a mistake. I miscalculated how much resources I had, and I thought I used the coin on the wrong turn. I should have done it a turn later. Also, I think if I hadn't drawn the tip, I would have been a lot better. All right, let's try and give you a thing. We're playing against a warrior deck this time, okay? See, I will keep the Lush Water Scout, but everything else will go back. I'm tempted to even mulligan the Scout because I don't think it does it. No, I'll just send them all back. I would say we don't really want anything other than the Prismatic Lens, basically. Yeah, there we go. Oh, so I didn't expend High Abyss Allure well enough. So basically with Spell Burst, it means if you go second, basically you get a coin. So it means you can cast the coin with Allure into play, and they might cast Tip the Scales. Well, it's 50. Well, the odds are they may cast Tip the Scales. So that's why you've got High Abyss Allure in your deck. I've got to Legend in Hearthstone. I think I've got there 4 times or something. All in Wild. This isn't the best deck to start with. We're playing against the Reno deck. So obviously they've probably they're probably just going to get a ramp effect. We'll cast the Hydrologist. Well, so unless we get, what do we get? Well, after minion deals 3 or more damage. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, so obviously we want rid of the totem if we can, but like I don't think we can. Oh, there you go. That's a buff guy. But do we really want to play it? I think we do, because we can always just draw another one basically. This at least kills us. Right. Yep, so we played the War Leader and we dealt with the totem. So they're taking a turn off, basically they gain armor and gain the mana. So we're going for it now. Basically we can cast the lens. Right, we've got Finley and we've got Tip. So that's potentially really good. So we attack and cast to them. Cool. Right, so we're going into looking like it's looking pretty good. They do have, Warrior does have a lot of board clears, but quite a few of the things in the deck have charge. So we're gonna have 5 mana next turn. So I can basically, so I can cast this. So if we got enough with the remaining mana, I can cast Murloc. I want to get rid of ideally the one thing on the board. Unfortunately it doesn't, but we can just attack. I will cast the lens to draw the second probably tip for my deck, just in case they clear the board. That is looking, according to my tracker, is saying 27 damage. They're on 22. Yeah, so that's going to wipe out some of them, but it's not going to kill all of them. Or is it? Yeah, okay, it clears nearly all of them. Leaves the one lonely Crab Rider on its own. So Murloc Prime is now in our deck, though. I'm going to have to go for it again, I think.
Everything, charge!
There you go, the board is stacked with Murlocs again. Unfortunately, there's not a lot else. There's 2 bluegills in the deck that have charge. There's the Rod and the Megasaur. So, yeah, there we go. That's probably looking like pretty bad again. So, unfortunately, they are, however, in like 20s. Right, so we were getting there. We're getting to the point where we just need to build up. Right, so we're going to play the Rod. I'm going to play the Bilefin. I'm going to summon another one. Maybe I should have done that after the attack. I probably should have done that after this, to be honest. And this is one of the things, is you can get Murlocs that aren't even in your class. You can get the Shaman ones as well. I think Shaman is another example which you could use. So you've got this Murloc, which is a Paladin card. You can tell what class they are by the colour of the border on it, effectively. So this is class 1, this is Priest and Paladin. Right, so this is going to shuffle TNT into my deck. This is one of the kind of like win conditions. Random, but like, okay. Alright, so we've got like 3 pieces of TNT. This is why I play with a tracker. 2 bluegills, a Rod, Megasaur, and a Tychor left. So we're basically just going to see what happens, basically. Yeah, there's a TNT on top, basically, of the deck, so we can do that. Right, so we're going to summon that. Okay, so now can we get that? We might be able to. So we're going to give 2 with that, and then 4 with that. Back before I do this.
I said good day.
We may get that. This is a friendly Murloc dies at a random legendary minion. Okay. Yeah, so we know we've got a bluegill on the top of the deck. As we thought, they play some large minions, so that will get to deal with that one. We don't have a lot on the board. We've only got 4 power on the board, but we do have the Megasaur, we do have the Murloc. So if they don't clear most of it, we may be able to win next turn. Let's hope anyway. As it says in the tracker, the deck only has a 50% win record since the patch, but that's what we get. we're just playing for fun, really. That does clear the board. So 15.
Armor! Lightly use iron.
And that's likely to be the deal damage. Right, let's see if we can at least get a win. If you're looking for a more competitive Paladin deck, I'd recommend either the Horseman Paladin or like Libram Paladin. Both of those I did quite well with. Alright, so they're on 19, so we can go 4 for Murloc. And we're just trying to get as many as possible, so we go the charge one. That brings us up to 5. Now we can play this. Right, and then just hit them. That's the best we can do. We can do more, but like, I don't think the board's living another turn anyway. Yeah, we've basically drawn nearly our entire deck, and we can't pick wins to start with. Anyway, that's fine. Yeah, I did that. It's like nearly 50% of my deck's TNT. There's 2 TNTs. There's 1 Megasaur, one Angling Ward, one Tie Caller left in the deck. Don't forget to check out my other MTG and video game content. I'm also a big video game collector. I do various videos showing my in paper collection. I also do various videos doing gameplay from other games. I like to do various videos on other TCGs, showing them from like a Magic player's perspective.
Keep on panning.
So they've got like 30 something on the board this turn. I can't do anything, there's nothing I can do. Okay, we'll give up, we go into the next one.
Very well. The day is yours.
Yeah, I didn't make my Friday Night Magic today. I normally run the local F&M Friday Night Magic. Thanks to those for my Friday Night Magic if you're watching this video. Anyway, to say, hopefully I'll feel better soon. Anyway, at least I can share with you anyway. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment and subscribe. It helps keep me going. Thank you.
Sir Finley versus Geralt.
As you see, we've got tip the scales in opening hand. The Tie Caller's key. The blue girl, I prefer drawing it off tip. We'll keep the Tie Caller because I don't think we've shown you a game with Turbo on Tie Caller. That just looks like an aggro Murloc draw, which is sometimes good enough. It may not be good enough. Anyway, we'll try again.
I see you brought guests.
We draw Murkai rather than things, so we'll cast the Tie Caller. If it lives a couple of turns, it will have paid for itself. Next turn, we're probably going with the Vilefin. Let's see what the Warrior deck does. Backward and Death, okay, that's like a... They're obviously playing the longer kind of term game, so this is normally does it in fatigue generally. Right, I'm just going to play both of them. It may be a mistake. Now I have to work out whether I'm just going to attack them because they're going to attack. If I get rid of it now, we'll give them cards. I don't really want to draw it. I'm just going to give them the option. I'll attack them for 3. They're probably going to attack my 2/2 with a 2/3. At end of your turn. I don't remember that card. I haven't seen that card for a while. What does it say? So let me read it. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all minions. Last 3 turns. Okay, that's fine. So in case we'll play this to keep these little ones around for long. Now I have to work out if I want to this or not. And then the honest answer is I don't. So I just attack. So we're looking at trying to play if they live. The good thing about the Murkai is it has charge, so you at least get a go out of it. So this looks like what. Oh, it's probably Menagerie Warrior, I think is the best way. Yeah, so it's going to... Yeah, so it takes out the full one. Okay, so we're going to go for it, right? We're going to get down... I'm just going to play these. Instead, I could play the Murloc, but I'm not. I'll play it when I've got a bit more board. Because it will be bigger. As you see, they're all golden. Like, I'm definitely a whale as one of the terms for people in card games. It's the thing person who likes it all likes it in foil generally. If I have, I'm also a spike as well though. I do like winning it, but it's not everything. But it's like some percentage. Okay, so they've got a 1/4. What is the best thing for us to do? We can play Murloc this turn, but like, is it the right play? I'm not sure. So I think the War Leader might be best because it will take down this thing. It will at least get this thing through. All right, so we're gonna play the War Leader, and basically you can summon another 1/3 basically. Now we can attack with this. They'll get a taunt minion, which is fine. They get a trigger. We'll attack them for 9, and they get a 12, and they're overdrawn. I do keep making that mistake sometimes as well. Right, they're on 12 life. Yeah, so they're going to summon the thing. Okay, that's okay. I want to keep the 9/1. That's not a bad thing, I kept, because that's actually fine. So now they're on 12, so the best thing we can do is just play the Vibe thing. Play the Murloc. And attack for 9, it doesn't kill them, but like it puts them on 3. And there's a chance unless they board white next turn, and even if they board white next turn, we're looking at being able to cast Tip the Scales the turn after. The Mega Sword will protect them. Right. That's going to be the Forge damage thing. As I said, deals damage to armor minions. Forge, they're going to gain 3. So they're going to get 3 damage to the thing. And that leaves the 2/1 on the board. So they're on 6. So basically we need to summon more Murlocs, basically, to try and make this bigger. We're better playing this. And then we can play this. We need to basically move on to Wind Fury. No, we don't have Wind Fury. We're going to put, say, Poisonous on it instead. I don't think it's going to make any difference. But there we go. Yeah, we wanted Wind Fury. Now, even if they deal with that, for instance, they'll probably just wipe the board. And then we cast Tip the Scales, and we have to hit one thing with charge to win. So this is one of the newer minions. It discovers a minion from your deck and gives it a gift. Right. So that was that game. All right. As you say, I'm trying to get all my levels up on the game. I would say I'm 60 with Paladin. There's some I'm not there with yet. I got 5,000, a great victory, 5,000 wins relatively recently. Should we show you another game? Yeah, I'll show you one weekend. Or maybe 2, depending on how long we take. I'm not sure what the next Hearthstone video I'll be doing is I always do the pack openings, and I will keep doing these in these series as well. I say I'm working my way through some other videos as well, so I pre-ordered my Switch 2 for those. I think it's the next Nintendo console, so I pre-ordered that. That's out in about a month now, so I will be getting that, and I'll be doing a video on that for sure. I'll be also doing another in my MTG Commander deck video. I'm probably going to feature my bear deck, my Ogre Commander bear deck.
Hello, what's this?
We're going against a Druid, which is... So you see, we don't have the combo effectively, but we've got some aggressive draws. I'll keep the coin because we want to cast it when we normally have Tip the Scale to accelerate Prismatic Lens. We're probably going to cast the Hydrologist next turn. So yeah, it's generally a combo based the Druid deck. It's generally accelerate, but accelerating me 2 turns means I can kill them potentially in like a turn, because they think, oh, they're playing Earth Murlocs, how cute. But like, no, you can kill them. All right, let's see. Let's see. What do we want? After opponent plays a minion, reduce its health to 1. After an enemy minion does feel more damage, destroy it. Or when a friendly minion dies, return it. I'm gonna have the gateway. Right, so we're going to then cast. We're going to cast the hydrologist. There's a chance I can get the counter. It's when this is the first one. Avenge being the best one. Is when one of friend minions die, give a random minion. Because I'm sure they're going to kill the thing next turn. I can play this turn. I'm just going to play the Murloc this turn. It's going to make this one big one turn. It's not going to make a difference. And we're going to let's have draw the card because I feel like with the cards. I'm trying to get to one of my key cards. This is looking okay. We'll see what happens. If they wipe the board again, they're going to kill it. Which that one's 3 damage one needs next up. So I'm going to get it back. And I also get one of my fingers gets bigger. So they're drawing their 7 drop, 8 drop, and 7, 8, 9, 10 drop. Right, so they're on 26. So we're going to play. We're going to play this. Right, then so we play the War Leader. Yes, I think we do play the War Leader. They're going to take a lot here. It's whether they have the War Wipe or not. They're on 12. And we can always use the Warlock Hero Power to try and draw some cards. Worst case scenario, we're probably going to draw some cards the next time we're trying to get to a tip or a thing with charge. They need to wipe the board this turn, really.
Stay alert, my children. Danger.
I don't think they're doing it because they're going to get a 7 drop, 8 drop, 9 drop. They're playing some dragons. So like the dragons are good, but like I'm not sure they're playing the right one. We just win this turn, right? We just say they've got a thing. So right, let's. Yeah, as they say, they gave up. Right, let's play another. Should we play? Will you play a last one? Yeah, I'm going. I'll show you one more. As you say, I haven't. It's just started this season, so we're up to silver rank. So Silver's one of my pets. He's a chinchilla, one of my stubborn chinchillas. And for those, I did a video showing my chinchillas. I might do another one showing my newest 2. I have 3. Sonic, Silver, and Shadow. I just got Shadows of Mordor on PC as well. There's a Warner Brothers sale currently at the moment, so I got those. So I might be playing those later as well.
Sir Finley versus Rexa.
Right, let's try and get a good game where we get it. See, we've got Prismatic Lens. So the Prismatic Lens is an auto keep. Everything else can nearly go back. Yeah, right, let's see what happens. Alright. Yeah, we've got one of the tip the scales in the hand as well. And we've got the coin. So it's technically better with this deck to probably go second and have the coin. So we've got double Prismatic Lens now, so that's guaranteed to hit the other tip the scales. Now, please don't please YouTube, I don't want to draw the tip the scales off the top, I'll be upset. Alright, so we're playing against we're playing against a rogue deck. Okay, this is Pirate Rogue or something. They're going to be quite aggressive again. We don't have very long. So they're going to summon patches, they're going to draw dodge. Alright, so basically we are effectively now, we're going to play as the control deck. We're going to take out the board because it's the best thing we can do. So we can summon this to 2. So after you summon the pirate, we want to get rid of this one. We want to, ideally we really want to get rid of the boat, but we can't because we think we need to take this out. Unfortunately. Anyway, we can win in potentially a couple of turns anyway. Swashbuckler. I don't particularly like that card particularly.
Give me that. Not what I. Give me that.
Yeah, they're basically just deploying their entire hand, which is fine because they're going to draw a load of more cards to get with the boat. But most of this, they don't really interact with us anyway. They're going to wipe out entire board. They've got 6 damage on the table. We're going to cast Lens next turn. The boat is the thing that enables them to cast all this stuff, basically, because it enables them to gain half their cards back. Alright, so we're going to cast Tip the Scales on 2 mana next turn. sometimes you're better playing something on the board before you cast Tip the Scale. I mean, as you see, they've got a full board. They've got a full board now. I'm worried about the weapon. Yeah, okay, they've got a weapon. It's not the one I'm thinking about. But we're going to take a lot of damage here, and hopefully we can stabilise. Alright. I can potentially wipe their board. I might. Worst case scenario is alright. That's annoying. I want to be able to play that, but I can't because I don't have quite a 5 mana. We're going to have to cast Tip anyway and see what happens. Hopefully we're going to hit. We've hit the Lush Water Scout. That's really good news for us because that enables us. We are bet. If we can't kill them, which I don't think we can potentially just wipe the board, which is probably what we're going to have to do. So alright, so we're going to start out with the biggest threat is the boat. Right, the next one down is this. Alright, so now we can just start trimming the board off. Alright, so this is on this. So now, unfortunately, we don't have much of a board, but they don't have much of it. We're on 14. Alright, let's see if we can stabilise. Yeah, the ship's cannon's good, but it is around the target. Right. As you see, so the next threat on their side is the cannon. The cannon needs to go. I'm not sure I'm stabilising this actually. They're going to just play a load of things.
Never bring a sword.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't think we're stabilising this game. They've got over 10 on the table. Tracker tells me what they got on the table. Like 10? 9, sorry. So they've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got like 10 here, so we can't do anything. We can cast the things and we just lose. Okay, we're just going to give up and round up the video. Right, we didn't do very well in the end. We went 2-3 effectively. But like, I made a mistake in the first one, and the other ones I don't feel there was anything I could do. That was basically what the hand is. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. And we will keep doing these Hearthstone videos. I say I'm going to do some more in the series, and I'll do the pack opening ones. And those, I'll probably link the Hearthstone videos in a separate playlist. I haven't yet to do that, but I will do that. Alright, thanks for viewing. I'll see you again soon. Bye.